Shalom. Call Holo Yahweh Bahashem. Yahweh Shai Bahashem. Rahaha Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. My name is Farad Bar, coming to you from the GMS campus in Indianapolis. And to all those listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom. Especially to so called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Today, just a scripture or two. Is actually going to be a spiritual thought for today, uh, pertaining to two or three witnesses. Of course, uh, going right into the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, and verse um, 6. It says, "At the mouth of two witnesses or three witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death, but at the mouth of one witness he shall not be put to death." So, as we pull this scripture, there's actually, the witnesses, which are the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, dealing with um, the northern tribes, the head tribe, Ephraim, and then and of course, the southern kingdom, dealing with the head tribe, Judah. But but overall, you have the children of, that make up the children of Israel, uh, here in the Americas, and of course all over the world. And then you also have, um, and what are they doing actually? Before I go into the next part, they're prophesying. Uh, they're bearing witness and giving testimonies and prophesying the things that Esau has done and will do. Who what has done, is doing, and will soon do. Right? We know that ultimately we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know that eventually he's going to come into this new enterprise of the digital currency, which he's going to, again, Revelation 13, calls all, both small, great, rich, poor, free, and bond, to place this this etching Kuragma, this digital all, which will be a form uh, of servitude, um, and he's going to place that in your right hand or in your forehead. And so the witnesses, of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the prophets, are giving, the things that are soon to come, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the things he's currently doing, like setting, the media, up, because he's losing control of the narrative. Now, you're seeing that there's this narrative of taking, well, no narrative, but he's taken 1,000 pastors, and he had brought them, to Israel, to the Wailing Wall, which that's a whole nother, form of idolatry. But they've had this connection now with them, and this is unprecedented. Never been done before, to where now they're getting, making these agreements so they can go back and bring the people, so they can bring back this information to their congregation. Of course, that's a lot of money being used in doing so, and that's presently, happening. Along with, you know, at some point, they were looking at, or maybe have done, at some point, like I said, it has occurred in the media, where the social influencers were also bribed to be paid, thousands of dollars of some sort, to actually set a certain type of likable tone for those who claim to be um, the people of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but are not. The people that are in the land and that don't belong there. So there is a big push because again, you have the witnesses starting with our head apostles and elders, a great millstone, the priests and those that the bishops and the likewise doctrine are have been flooding the airways with um, the knowledge of Yahweh Bashmiel Shai with the truth. As it tells you, and of course, it'll be made more evident in the kingdom. It says, where deceit shall be quenched, and the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared. So the truth is in the earth, and it's being taught, and Esau is being um, made bare by it. Okay, um, like Elder Yashawamba had made a mention. I was watching his news and prophecy, and he says there's this intense um, uh, questioning, which he used the word inquisition, much questioning about all the things that they're doing and all the plans that they're doing, right? So now you have these two witnesses. Then you have a second witness. You have, I mean, a third witness. You have those that are within the social media. There was actually a video I wanted to post, um, but we just we'll just quote or go into a scripture. Let's see if I can pull it up. Let's see. This is a book of. It's actually this is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse Salaki. Hold on. Psalms chapter 64, verse 8. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Their own tongue, their own people, all right, are actually calling them out. They're actually seeing the BS. They're seeing the playbook, and they've been doing this, for long periods of time where it actually worked, and they were actually able to do it in secret. But now we have in Daniel knowledge increasing. Now that this AI technology and social media and different forms of receiving knowledge, and it's moving at a rapid speed, at a rapid pace, to the point that as soon as something happens, it's flooding and going viral. Many people are actually getting their hands on it and receiving copies and videos, as far as receipts. And then, of course, we said that's two. Then you got three witnesses, but then we also can't forget there's a fourth, okay? The eyes of the Lord, right? Where it talks about it in Amos, it's talking about Israelites at the time, but we can use it in for today's time. Let's see if I can get it. The book of, let's see, just a moment. Actually, one in Proverbs too. Um, Almost there. It's the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. It says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon this sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord." So, of course, we're applying this today because two-thirds of our people are locked in with this place, and one-third of our people, the elect, the chosen, on this side are going to receive that salvation. The ones that are not will not utterly be destroyed. And so you have the eyes of the Lord that's also watching and seeing all the things that are happening. It says, let's see,